Light and Dark, The Adventures of Dark Yagami. Chapter 34, A Nuclear Showdown. Hey guys, I tried to do a mono-remo thing, but it was hard, so here's some pic. Blood watched the action unfold from his sky base in the sky. Down on Earth, things were hotting up because of the action that was about to happen, and also it was summer. Hey I know it's actually winter, guys, but in the fic it's summer, okay? And moms and dads and kiddies and sometimes the grandparents were in the park eating picnics and playing soccer and catch. They did not know the action that was about to happen. This is going to be very intense, Blood roared, staring into his ball. I wonder who will win, he pondered while mashing blood bananas all over his face because he was so hungry that he missed his mouth. I know I will make a bet to make things more interesting. If you win, Dark, you will be elected king of the Shinigami, but if L wins, then he will be king of the Shinigami and you will be flipping burgers at the creepy dude's ice cream burger flipping shop for the rest of your life. That's cool, Dark said over his hologram, who was Shadow. That will make the fight 10 times as epic. Blood did a salute, but Dark flipped him a bird cause that's a cool dude, and Dark went home and manned the battle station. It was like a train station, but the trains had guns. Blood said he will make me king of the Shinigami if we win this fight, so now we have to double fight! He shouted at everyone because he was the leader, and this is the part of the movie where everyone's all like, we're gonna lose! And Dark is like, no way, motherfuckers! And everyone cheered, except this isn't the movie, this is real life! Except it's not, because it's a fanfic and everyone knew they were gonna win. But they cheered anyway because the speech was good and they had to, or Dark would death note them in the face. But back on the planet Blood! That's what he called his sky base, cause he lives there. It's a big planet made of scabby blood and pointy rocks and bones, and there are guns on the bottom that fire blood-lick super soakers, and everyone runs and squeezes them when it flies over, cause it drips blood on everything. I cannot believe he fell for that, Blood wailed, grinding his face into a tub of blood banana. I know, it was very stupid of him, said another mysterious Shinigami standing in the corner behind a pile of blood. When L and Dark kill each other, we will be able to take over the world together! And I will also help, said Luke, eating a blood apple. It was icky because it was made of the cheap, nasty blood that Blood didn't want. Then the mystery Shinigami walked up to Roik and punched the apple out of his claws. The apple burst everywhere and the Rook was covered in even more blood. There was already some blood on him because the showers on planet Blood are full of blood. What did you do that for? He said with the saddest face ever, bracket. The other Shinigami took her head off and it was... Theosifd. She looked sexier now though, cause she used the sex note, which gave her yellow hair and a big chest and one of those sexy waistcoat things ladies wear in Shakespeare times with the chest and the waists. Because you are our lanky and will do whatever we say, she said, but in a very sexy way, and Roik got all turned on, but he could not do anything because he was just a regular Shinigami, not king of the Shinigami who is allowed to sex. Meanwhile, back on Earth! The NASCAR was getting closer and now there were explosions out the window every time they smashed another car off the road. They were getting closer and closer and closer and the red alarms got redder. Cyber Takada leaned out the window with a rocket launcher and she shot a rocket into the sky. It didn't hit the Yagami house, but it went into space instead. Phew, we are safe. Let's go sex Sayu, Misa said. Not so fast, Sayu replied. I don't think that's the last we've heard of them. Meanwhile, at every army base in the world! General, something is happening! Soldiers were yelling, firing their guns everywhere in case that helped. They also had red alarms and sirens and laddies with sexy voices saying, 10 seconds till rocket launch! What the goddamn f*** is occurring? The general replied, wiping away his sweat. All our nuclears are about to launch! It was Cyber Takada! Shouted another soldier looking at the screen. She fired a rocket-hacking rocket and hacked our rocket! 9 seconds till rocket launch! Said the sexy voice again. Stop! 1 second till rocket launch! No! 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 The general shrieked like a girl as the nuclears went, and it was all over the world. All the nuclears in America and Russia and France and England and Japan went whoosh into the sky and then into space. There, they all met the rocket-hacking rocket and teamed up. They all joined forces to make the biggest nuclear in the history of the world. Then they turned around and went whoosh towards Lights Town and they zoomed past Planet Blood, where Blood was sexing Theosifd, and they were both like, whoa, as it went past, and Ryuk watched it and sprayed, take this, suckers, on the side in blood with the blood guns. The rocket got faster and faster and faster, and it broke the sound barrier and still kept going faster until it was on fire from going too fast, and the blood caught fire to make blood fire, which is red like blood and looks awesome! Light looked up and wet his pants. "Oh no!" he whined. "WTF is that?" "It is Ob, the biggest nuclear in the world, and it's coming straight for us!" Dark said clumsily. "He shot a couple of bullets from the bullet train. Get it? It's not like a Japanish bullet train, but it's a train made of bullets instead. But that didn't seem to do anything. What to do?" "I have a shield note," Knight said, and she wrote the names in the shield note as fast as she could, but then the rocket hit! Nuclear fire zoomed out in all directions, setting fire to everything for 1,000 miles and blasting apart buildings and turning the ground into deserts, and even the sky caught fire and all the blue stuff burned away, revealing the stars behind it. Light's dad's car got completely smashed and the windows broke. The moon started to catch fire too, and Blood had to move planet Blood to Mars, just it would not burn. "Oh, balls!" Knight screamed. "I didn't have time to write all the names. Some people did not get shields in time and they will have burned to death. But who? Find out next time in the next exiting chapter of Light and Dark: The Adventures of Dark Yagami."